Neck braces, guys. Are they worth it? Well, we don't know. I've been seeing a lot of commentary recently regarding neck braces on Facebook groups and motorcycle forums and whatnot. And by far the majority of people are wanting to know more about the research, whether neck braces are supported in empirical research. So I had a look. I had a search for some empirical research into neck braces. And man, there's not a lot of research out there. There's like a couple of studies. I would quote the air if I could right now, but sand. A couple of studies undertaken and sponsored by Leat, who are a company that produce neck braces. A couple of abstracts looking at the effectiveness of neck braces in preventing spine and neck injury in models, so dummies with like sensors attached to look at impact forces and whatnot. Woo! And one recent study that was performed by an emergency services group over in the States who camp out at a motocross track on track days and treat patients who sustain neck and spine injuries and then collect information about whether they were wearing a neck brace or not. The data isn't there yet, and furthermore we have to be skeptical of any data which is sponsored by any companies who have a vested interest in overselling the effectiveness of... Ooh, spat me off there. Overselling the effectiveness of neck braces. Ah, come on. Oh, that's why it stalled. I turned the fuel taps off. There's hardly any research out there. What's the problem? Why don't people conduct more research into this? Obviously consumers or potential consumers want to know about the effectiveness of neck braces, and there must be like thousands, tens of thousands of people waiting on a purchase, not quite sure whether it's worth the money investment or the extra encumbrance of putting yet another piece of safety equipment on. So rather than getting frustrated that there's no research, I thought I would have a stab at conducting some of my own research. So I don't know if this will work or not, but I need your support to make it work. I was thinking about making a survey online with a whole lot of questions about for motorcyclists, both those who do and don't wear neck braces, with a whole lot of questions about previous accidents and crashes, whether neck or spine injuries were sustained, and whether you were wearing a neck brace or not. And then the idea would be to compile all of this big data and find out whether there's any difference in the proportion of neck and spine injuries following motorbike crashes among riders who do and don't wear neck braces. I should say at this point that my day job, I'm in a field of medical research completely unrelated to neck and spine injury, but I know a little bit about research methods and statistics. So, my question is, are you guys interested? Do you think it's worth pursuing this? Because there's hardly any research out there, and independent research is good stuff. And lastly, would you be willing to share a link to a survey that I'll put together? And I have no vested interest, so I'll include questions about the negative side of neck braces as well, whether there's a decrease in comfort, the cost, and whether neck braces actually increase the rates of any other injuries like collarbone, like broken collarbones. Alrighty, see you guys. Did I just ride sand without falling off? Oh my god.